Hey, so in this video I want to share with you 9 signs you will never become a 6-figure copywriter, you will never make 5-10K a month, and you will never fucking quit your job. And so I want to share with you these lessons so that you can become a 6-figure copywriter, so that you can land clients, so that you can live your dream lifestyle, travel to Dubai, drive supercars, take photos with them, upload them to your Instagram and flex about your lifestyle and all this stuff. And so let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So the first thing is, you cannot stick with something for more than a month. Because here's the thing, most people have shiny object syndrome, and it's cool, it's totally cool because it's in our nature. It's in our nature to have shiny object syndrome because we feel like that if something doesn't work, then something else must be working better. Or even if that something they're doing right now works, you feel like that something else is gonna work even better. And that's because you have uninformed optimism. You're optimistic because you have no fucking clue about what the other thing is. But just like with copywriting, when you first started, when you first found out about it, you thought it was the best thing ever. And it is the best thing ever. But the more you started learning about it, the more you started getting discouraged, and you were like, maybe this isn't gonna work, bro. I have to find clients, I have to outreach, I have to build my personal brand, I have to practice copy. And so you start thinking about these things, and your optimism drops. And that's exactly what will happen no matter what outreach business model you try, whether that's TikTok shop or drop shipping or Amazon or real estate, whatever. Because I was thinking about investing some money in stocks, some money in real estate and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know this shit. These gurus make it seem like it's so good, but I know for a fact that once I get into it, it's not gonna be as easy. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. So you gotta be able to stick with something for a long time in order for it to work. Think about the best fighters in the world, or the best business owners in the world. How long have you been doing one and only one thing to get to the pinnacle? Their entire lives. So spend more time into the thing. So step number 2, actually sign number 2, you'd rather party with your dork friends that lock in. Now here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with going outside, there's nothing wrong with even speaking to your dork friends, there's nothing wrong about that. What's wrong is you going outside, you drink alcohol, you do all this crappy shit, and then in the morning, you wake up in the morning, you can't actually wake up, you fucking hangover, you have a hangover, you can't wake up, you in bed, you can't think, your brain is weird because you're still fucking drunk from last night, and so you wasted an entire day. And if you're working a 9-to-5 job, or if you're going to college, that means you have a limited amount of time, so you don't have all day. So what that means is your weekdays, your weekends, they are your work days for the next few months. This is what it means. This is what I did. This is what everybody who I know who got 6 figures with copywriting does. So you gotta do this. You gotta do this. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go to Friday and Saturday and I'm gonna party and it's gonna be fine. Oh, I need to have some fun, bro. I need to have some fun. No, you don't need to have fun. You don't need to have this type of fun. This is something you're convincing yourself that you need because you see everybody around you doing it. And so you're comparing yourself to all these people. But let me ask you this. What do all these people who are going on the club have? Are they 6-figure copywriters? Absolutely not. So one of the things I tell myself is you always want to see what broke people are doing, and then you want to reverse engineer that, and you want to not do what they do. You want to see what they do and just do the exact opposite. Do they go to the club? I'm not gonna go to the club. Do they drink? I'm not gonna drink. Do they watch porn? I'm not gonna watch porn. Do they sit around for 4 hours, sleep in the afternoon? I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. It's like whatever they're doing, do the exact opposite, and they're gonna get the exact opposite result. That's how it goes. So step number 3, sign number 3. For fuck's sake, you want to get to yesterday without actually acquiring the right skills first. So most copywriters are just searching for the best outreach method. They're searching for the way to land clients, but they don't spend the time necessary for them to master their actual skill. Because the truth is, copywriting clients are not buying your outreach. They're buying the outcome of your copy. Now, what is your outcome of your copy? It's revenue. So how can you maximize revenue for them? How can you master the skills? How can you master psychology? How can you master these deeper layers of marketing? What should you do? Who should you learn from? This is what I would ask myself. And this is what I did, and this is how I acquire really good skills in just 2 years, allowing me to make millions for my clients. So you gotta do the same thing. Sign number 4. You watch too much content without taking action. Here's the thing, man. If you're watching content, if you're reading books, that's fine. You gotta do this. You gotta brainwash yourself the right way. And the only way for you to do that is by consuming good content. But if all you're doing is consuming content without actually doing the thing, without actually outreaching, without actually practicing copy, and without learning about marketing and stuff, you're never gonna get there. You're never gonna get there. Because the thing that gets you the result is the action. Imagine if you're a fighter and you just stay there and you just see the best combination, or you see some reels on Instagram with these fancy combinations, or you watch some UFC reels, or you watch fights and you break down fights. Are you gonna become a better fighter? No. It's the same thing. You gotta train. You gotta practice. So do that. Sign number 5. You're not ready to sacrifice your short-term average life for your long-term dream life. So let me tell you this story. I suggest you go watch my video, the how I went from eating rotten dog food to making 10K per month. So last year I didn't have, but let me give you the story in a nutshell. So last year I was so broke, I didn't even have $92 to renew my passport. Not too many bucks. I didn't have a full fridge, bro. I barely could buy food, bro. That's really it. I was barely able to afford the $60 a month membership, gym membership. That's how crazy this shit was. And now, fast forward today, I'm planning to go to Dubai with some 6-figure copywriters, and we're gonna drive some supercars. And so, what did I do? I just locked in for 1.5 years. I just fucking crushed it. I kept working on copy, on outreach, on my skills, and now I can do whatever the fuck I want. But what these brokies do, they do what they want, which is, if you really think about it, they're not even doing what they want, because they can't drive the supercars, they can't go to Dubai, they can't buy the things they want, they can't go to the fancy restaurants, they can't provide for their family, they don't have choice, they don't have freedom. And so, if you really think about it, you're not really sacrificing anything. So what are you sacrificing really here? You're sacrificing your dork lifestyle, which is not even a good lifestyle, to get your dream lifestyle. Like, to me, that sounds like a killer deal. You don't have to sacrifice anything if you really think about it. Anyway, the next, whatever it's called, the next sign. I forgot the word, bro. That's how authentic these videos are, bro. I don't edit them. I don't do any of them, and that's very purposeful. I don't want people who have this TikTok brain to see my videos with this, like, there's like these gay copywriting gurus who do with it, who have 15 images popping on the screen every 2 seconds, which is so gay, bro. It's weird. It's fucking weird. So, another sign you won't become a 6-figure copywriter is that you don't want to get rid of your old version, whatever that means for you, so you can step into your new 2.0 version. Here's the thing, something I've realized very early in my career, and I'm so glad it happened. So, most people, in order for you to grow, your old self has to die. What does that old self look to you? Maybe you have some vices that you know you should quit, which I know it just popped up in your head. The vice that you have. It's, what do you have to get rid of? What is the dead weight that is dragging you down that you can remove so you can go faster and you can step into that new identity of yours? Maybe the thing is limiting beliefs. What are the limiting beliefs you have? How can you get rid of them? What is the way you see yourself subconsciously, and how can you change that? This is why I hired a identity coach, by the way, who's gonna come in the mentorship and he's gonna do some coaching, whatever. So you need to get rid of your old version in order for you to step into your 2.0 version. So I cannot tell you, you're not my student directly. I'm kind of mentoring you right now, but I don't know your exact situation, so I don't know what exactly you need to get rid of. For my students, I can do that, but for you, I can't. You gotta figure this out yourself. So if I were to give you like one tip for you to do that, is to grab a piece of paper and just start writing stuff. Start writing even something very surface level. Don't try to go deep immediately. And also don't try to judge yourself. Thinking that, oh, somebody might see this. Don't even care about this. I don't even care about this. It's like, start writing, You're gonna go deeper subconsciously once you get in the flow state. And then if you feel like it's super personal stuff, you don't want anybody else to see this, just literally just grab a lighter and set the fucking paper on fire. It's so easy, bro. Don't even think about it. So the eighth thing is, you're a fucking freebie seeker. And let me give you a story about this dork Mohammed who joined my mentorship. I was offering this 2-day free trial for people to come join and test things out. And so there's this dude, Mohammed, he joined the mentorship, and he joins the mentorship, he takes the feedback I tell him, the outreach stuff, and some of the resources, and he's like, oh bro, I have everything in my Stripe file now, you can remove me from the mentorship. And I'm like, bro, what? It's so insane. He said, oh, it was a free trial, I don't even have the money. And let me give you this thing, I'm gonna get to that in a second. So he says, it was a free trial, and I'm like, bro, what do you mean it's a free trial? I wouldn't give you, why would I give you things for free? Why would I give you everything for free? It doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? And so this copywriter, bro, is so stupid, man. He's telling everyone in this Discord servers that he's making 8K to 10K per month. He's bragging about it. He even tries, bro, I was laughing with my students about it, and he even tried to sell some of my students his mentorship. He had this $400 a month mentorship where he is gonna take you one-on-one. He's gonna teach you how to land clients. This is the mentorship he had, and the dude couldn't even pay a few $100 for the mentorship join, and he's bragging about making 8K, 10K per month. How crazy is that? And the way the reason I'm sharing this with you is because, one, don't be a fucking freebie seeker. Don't be this dude who just, somebody offers to help you, and you come in and you just scam him and you just take away everything from him and you take advantage of them. You're not gonna go far. If you're this type of person, actually stop watching this video. I want you to unsubscribe from my channel, and I don't want you to see anything from me again. Never again. So, and another reason I'm sharing this with you is because this dude, bro, he's bragging in his Discord servers about how rich he is. He's a 6-figure copywriter. He has this agency. He's trying to sell his mentorship, but he's a fucking scammer. And most of these gurus are scammers. They are scammers. They haven't done the thing they're teaching. They never got to 10K to 20K a month, and they're fucking lying to you. So you gotta be very careful of who you trust, and you gotta be very careful of who you take advice from. Do your background research on them. Do they actually have clients? Are they still working with clients? Just because somebody said something, don't take their advice for it. Don't take their word for it. Just be fucking curious. Do your research. Whatever. See the testimonials. Ask around about let's say you want to join the mentorship, which one of my students joined this mentorship 4K a month, or not 4K a month, 4K for 4 months. He joined the mentorship, he got no value, he landed 0 clients, and then once the mentorship ended, then the gurus tried to pitch him another 5K. Even though they got him no results. And wanna know what my student told me? He's like, bro, when I was in this mentorship, I got no value and I felt like I was a rat experiment. Because these gurus were trying to come up with new outreach methods, and so they were sharing with these outreach methods that never worked, and that's why my student felt like a rat experiment. So do your research. Ask around a lot of people before you join the thing you want to join. Always do that. Always be curious. I always do that. I always fact check everyone. So the last thing I want to share with you, the last reason you're not going to become a 6-figure copywriter, is if you're constantly complaining about the fact you have no clients, you haven't even been in the game for long enough. So a lot of copywriters are going to join. They have this expectation that they should land clients in like 2 months of joining, 3 months of starting. And so what ends up happening, they don't land these clients, especially not as fast. And what happens then is they get discouraged. And when you get discouraged, they feel like quitting. And you feel like quitting, you're in this low emotional state that you can't even function, you can't even grow, you can't even do things you want to do. And it's all because you're in this negative state all the time. When you're in this negative state, you keep attracting negative things. And negative things, they're not going to get you 10K a month, obviously. So if I were to give you one tip for you to fix this short-term thing, is to just watch interviews from ultra successful people. Whether that's successful fighters, whether that's business owners, whether that's whatever you want. Because watching these interviews, you're gonna realize that, okay, succeeding in something doesn't happen overnight. I need to actually wait for it. Like fighters, the thing about fighters, MMA fighters, how long does it take them to get to the UFC after training, probably a decade or something or more? And how long does it take them to become champions? If they become champions, which most people don't. 99% of people who are in the UFC never become champions. They never do. So, stop having this fucking short-term mindset and just start doing what I just shared with you. So yeah, these were the 9 signs you won't become a 6-figure copywriter. If you can avoid all of this, and if you can reverse engineer what I share with you, you're going to get to 10K a month without a fucking doubt. So yeah, hope you get some value out of this. If you did, make sure to comment so I know how to do this more. So I know you like this type of content. Make sure to subscribe because I make these almost daily. Make sure to share with your grandma and see you soon. Peace.